American gardeners in their 50s and 60s are about to lose 6 houseplants this fall without even noticing. Not because you did anything wrong, because nobody ever showed you the root survival test before dormancy locks in, saving $80 to $100 in replacement cost each rescue. Before plant number 1, drop your state right now, because your USDA zone completely changes which of these performs best for you. Find yours and pay attention. And the one at number 4 kept off every mainstream guide since before most American growers knew what to look for. Here is what most miss. Plant number 1, Monstera deliciosa. The $80 Monstera collectors line up for is sitting in a pot it outgrew 2 summers ago. And every week you wait past this month cost it real growth it will never get back before dormancy. Picture roots circling the drainage hole in one solid ring, pale and rubbery, so tightly wound the root ball has taken on the exact shape of the plastic container it has been trapped inside for years. Zones 10 through 12. Bright, indirect light, chunky aroid. Mix. Most growers miss the second rootbound sign. Roots pushing straight up through the topsoil, not just circling below. USDA extension guidance confirms surface root pressure. This dense cracks ceramic pots and stalls water absorption within weeks. A fresh Monstera runs $80 at any nursery, but repotting now costs one $12 bag of aroid mix. Most American growers repot into a pot only one size larger, keeping the plant rootbound again by next season. That mistake means paying for a second repot next spring, wasting another $12 and a full month of stalled growth. That $12 bag of mix just bought the Monstera another 2 years before it ever needs this rescue again. But the next plant on this list gets rootbound 3 times faster, and most growers do not realize it until the stems have already gone soft. Drop your state in the comments right now. Your USDA zone completely changes, and somewhere in this video is the story of a Florida grower whose plant looked completely unsavable by August. That story is coming. Keep watching. Plant number 2, ZZ plant. This is the plant that goes soft at the stem 3 times faster than the Monstera, and most growers blame overwatering when the real cause is root-bound rhizomes with nowhere left to expand. Picture swollen potato-like rhizomes, packed so tightly edge to edge that no bare soil remains visible anywhere inside the pot. Zones 9 through 11, low to bright light, well-draining mix. Most growers never check rhizomes for the true rootbound test. Press one gently, and a healthy one feels firm, not mushy. USDA extension guidance confirms mushy rhizomes signal rot from trapped moisture, not the drought stress most owners assume. A Z plant runs $45 retail, but repotting into fresh mix now costs one $10 bag of succulent blend. Most American growers water on schedule, instead of checking rhizome firmness, drowning a plant that was only rootbound. That mistake causes root rot within 2 weeks, turning a $10 repot into a full $45 replacement. That rhizome test just saved a $45 plant for the price of one bag of mix. But the next plant on this list hides its root-bound stress completely underground, where you cannot see it until every strand has already started dropping. Have you ever grown a trailing succulent directly in a hanging pot? Not a greenhouse? Plant number 3, string of pearls. This trailing succulent hides its root-bound stress underground, where the pearls above stay plump for weeks, even as the roots below have already run completely out of room to grow or breathe. Picture a solid white root mat filling the entire hanging pot, with almost no visible soil left anywhere inside it, packed edge to edge. Zones 9 through 11. Bright indirect light, fast draining mix. Most growers never lift the pot to check the drainage hole, the one place root-bound stress shows before the pearls ever do. USDA extension guidance confirms roots emerging from drainage holes mean the plant has fully outgrown its container weeks earlier. String of Pearls runs $25 retail, but repotting now costs one $8 bag of cactus mix. Most American growers wait for visible pearl shrinkage before acting, missing weeks of the safest repot window before dormancy. That delay means half the strand drops off by winter, turning an $8 repot into a full $25 replacement. That drainage check just saved a full strand for the price of one bag of mix. But right now, it is time for that story I promised you at the very start of this video. The one about a grower whose plant looked completely unsavable by August, and what she found the moment she finally checked beneath the roots. Earlier at the start of this video, I mentioned a grower in Florida. This is that story, and it starts with a plant she almost gave up on completely. Maria, growing in Zone 10, watched her Monstera drop 3 leaves in a single week and assumed it was dying, until a university extension agent showed her the roots had simply run out of room, not disease, and that a $15 repot was the entire fix her plant needed. 6 weeks later, Maria's Monstera had grown 4 new leaves and doubled its size, saving her the $80 a replacement would have cost. The viewers here right now are the ones this channel was built for, and what comes next is something most channels never research deeply enough to find. Quote, stay close for plant number 4, because its rootbound sign hides in a place almost nobody thinks to check. Plant number 4, Jade plant. This is the plant whose rootbound sign hides beneath the trunk itself, where thickened surface roots quietly lift the entire plant upward out of its pot over time. Picture a jade trunk sitting visibly higher than the soil line, roots bulging just beneath the bark, like the plant is slowly climbing out of its own container. Zones 9 through 11, full sun, succulent mix. Most growers never measure trunk height against the pot rim, the exact test that reveals a jade has been pushing itself upward for months. USDA extension guidance confirms a trunk rising more than an inch above its original planting line signals roots with nowhere left to expand. A mature jade runs $25 retail, but repotting now costs $19 bag of succulent mix. Most American growers assume a raised trunk means overwatering and prune healthy branches instead of simply repotting the plant. That mistake weakens the whole plant, turning a $9 repot into a full $25 replacement within one season. That trunk measurement just saved a mature jade for the price of one bag of mix. But the next plant on this list is the one growers in their 50s and 60s trust most, and it hides its rootbound stress in a way that looks completely harmless at first glance. Did you believe overwatering was always the real problem behind a struggling succulent? Plant number 5, spider plant. This is the plant everyone assumes is indestructible, but a rootbound spider plant stops producing new baby offshoots completely, and most owners mistake it for the plant simply being finished for the season. Picture a dense tangle of thick white tuberous roots, completely filling the pot, pushing the entire root mass upward. Zones 9 through 12, bright indirect light, standard potting mix. Most growers never count the baby offshoots against last season's total, the one comparison that reveals a rootbound spider plant early. USDA extension guidance confirms offshoot production drops sharply once tuberous roots fill available pot space completely. A spider plant runs $18 retail, but repotting now costs $17 bag of standard potting mix. Most American growers add fertilizer to boost offshoot production, when the plant only needed more room to grow. That mistake burns the roots further, turning a $7 repot into a full $18 replacement by next spring. That offshoot count just saved a spider plant for the price of one bag of mix, and we have not even reached number 6 yet. The plant most growers keep for its healing gel and completely forget can go rootbound too. This changes everything once you see how fast its thick roots fill a shallow pot. Plant number 6. Aloe Vera. This is the plant grown for its healing gel that most growers in their 50s and 60s never realize is root-bound until the whole clump tips sideways out of its shallow pot. Picture thick, fleshy roots and dozens of baby pups so tightly packed together that the entire clump has lifted itself half out of the soil. Zones 9 through 11, full sun, cactus mix. Most growers never separate the pups before repotting, the one step that determines whether the parent plant survives the move. USDA extension guidance confirms overcrowded pups compete directly for water, starving the parent plant, even in full sun. An aloe plant runs $20 retail, but repotting now costs one $8 bag of cactus mix. Most American growers repot the whole clump together, packing the new pot just as tightly within a single season. That mistake stunts every pup permanently, turning an $8 repot into a full $20 replacement by summer. That pup separation just saved a full aloe clump for the price of one bag of mix. All 6 of these rescues share one deadline, hiding underneath every single pot on your porch right now, and it closes the moment dormancy sets in. What plant or situation in your yard has defeated everything you have tried? Tell me below. 3 things about root-bound plants that almost no source puts in one place, gathered from 50 years of watching serious growers succeed and fail season after season across every zone. A plant can stay fully root-bound for over a year before the leaves ever show visible stress above the soil line, hiding the damage completely from view. Repotting even 2 weeks past the dormancy window can add a full extra year before the plant recovers its original size and full healthy shape. The third thing almost nobody mentions is that terracotta pots reveal root-bound stress weeks before plastic pots ever will, because roots pressing against porous clay show as visible surface cracking near the rim. Every plant on this list represents the same investment principle. A single small repot now protects $50 to $100 of established growth from being lost completely to a single missed season before dormancy. Here is exactly where to begin, based on your zone. Right now, zones 3 through 5 growers, your window is closing the fastest of anyone watching today. So start with the Jade and the Aloe first, since both tolerate a short indoor recovery after repotting before frost ever arrives. Together, those 2 repos run about $17 total, protecting $45 of established plant value before your very first hard freeze locks the entire growing season shut for good this year. Zones 6 through 9 growers, you have a slightly longer window than colder zones, so start with the Monstera and the String of Pearls first, since both show root-bound stress the fastest of all 6 plants on this list. Miss this window, and your first real result waits a full year, so repot this week while the roots are still actively growing instead of sitting fully dormant through winter. Just received zone-accurate, dollar-grounded plant knowledge gathered from 50 years of hands-in-soil experience that most channels never put in one single place. If this video gave you even one plant you had never considered rescuing before, dormancy hit like right now before you scroll away and forget everything. Drop your exact state and USDA zone in the comments below right now, and tell me which one of these 6 plants you are starting with this fall before dormancy sets in for good. Subscribe to Plant ER Lab, 50 years of plant knowledge delivered every single week for the grower who actually wants to know the truth.